Konnichiwa minna. Hello, Straw Hats. In this video, I will be doing another episode of One Piece TCG Deck Talk. So if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely use your Devil Fruit abilities to hit that subscribe button down below. So let's get started. So I will be talking about another one of, I will say, one of the most meta decks right now. Red and Blue Porcus D Ace. So let's get started. Take on the pain, enduring by your allies. Burn through your hand and take a stand. Concept: introducing Porcus D Ace as a red and blue leader for the first time, because of his ability to draw cards when you take damage, or when one of your characters is KO'd. He is incredibly resilient despite only having three life cards. Sorry, guys. This is a flexible deck that uses powerful characters with deep connections to Ace to continually draw more cards. So now going on with the card list with Porcus D Ace himself. He is a red and blue leader, 6,000 power, 3 life. So this is really unique because typically dual color leaders are 4 life. This one is 3. On your opponent's attack, once per turn, you may trash one card from your hand. Give up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards, minus 2,000 power during this battle. Dawn times 1, once per turn. When you take damage, when you take damage on your character with 5,000 base power or more, KO it to draw one card. So, really, really good card. So now going on with the card list. So starting off with 4 copies of Ace, Sabo, and Luffy. One cost 1,000 power, counter 2,000. Activate main, you may rest one of your active Dawn cards to one of your leader or character cards to trash this character. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power during this turn. So really good. Really, really beautiful card. 4 copies of Porcus D Rouge, or Ace's mom. So one cost 0 power, counter 2,000, trigger. Up to one of your Porcus D Ace cards gains plus 3,000 power during this turn. Really good. 4 copies of Monkey D Garp. One cost 2,000 power, counter 1,000. On play, if your leader is Sabo, Porcus D Ace, or Monkey D Luffy, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or more, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is definitely going to be the searcher for this deck. So really good. You definitely want to have 4 copies of that. 4 copies of Otama. One cost 0 power, counter 2,000. On play, if you have 3 or less life cards, draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. So, pretty good. So, 4 copies. 4 copies of Marco. 4 cost 6,000 power, and he is a blocker. And then on KO, you draw 2 cards. So, really, really good card. I really do like the artwork of this card as well, with Marco going into his Mythical Zone Ace. Mythical Zone Phoenix form. So really cool. 4 copies of Yamato. Definitely one of my favorite characters. 5 cost, 6,000 power, counter 1,000. On play, if you have 3 or less life cards, draw 2 cards, then give up to one of your rested Dawn cards to your leader. 4 copies of Vista. 6 cost, 8,000 power, and then he has double attack, so he gets to attack twice. Once per turn, if this character would be KO'd. So if this character would be KO'd or would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may trash 1 card with a type including Whitebeard Pirates and add it to your hand instead. So very, very good card. 4 copies of Porcus D Ace. So really, really awesome artwork. 6 cost, 7,000 power. If you have 3 or less life cards, because Like the Porcus D Ace red and blue leader is 3 life, so that's not going to be hard to do. This character gains rush, that means he can attack the turn that he has played. On play, give up to one of your rested Dawn cards to your leader. Then you may return up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. If you do, your opponent plays up to one character card with a cost of 4 or less from their hand. So typical blue shenanigans. 4 copies of Trafalgar Law. 6 cost, 7,000 power, counter 1,000. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effect, you may give this character minus 2,000 power during this turn instead. So he'll be able to swing for 5,000 power. When attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power during this turn. So awesome artwork on this card and very, very powerful. 4 copies of Edward Newgate or Whitebeard. 7 cost 8,000 power. Sorry guys. On play, give up to one rested Dawn card to one of your leader or give up to one of your rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters, and then activate main. You may rest this character. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 5,000 power or less. Super strong card. So yeah, I can see why that this deck is meta. This deck is insane. Being able to have rush characters, you get to bounce one of your opponent's cards to their hand, and then they get to play something weaker. Yeah, very powerful deck. I could definitely see that. 4 copies of Edward Newgate. So 10 cost, 12,000 power, and he has blocker. Yeah, that's a very strong blocker. So good luck trying to run through that one. On play, draw, I think that's 2 cards. Draw 2 cards, then trash 1 card from your hand. Then give your leader and one of your character up to 2 rested Dawn cards instead. So yeah, that is all of the characters. Now going on to the event cards. So 4 copies of Bad Manners Kit Course. So 0 cost. Counter, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Up to one of your leader or character cards gains plus 3,000 power during the battle, and then trigger, give up to one of your opponent's leader or character cards minus 3,000 power during this turn. Alrighty then, so the last card, like in this deck, is 2 copies of If I Bow Down to Power, What's the Point of Living? 1 cost. Main, you may rest one of your Dawn cards. If you have 1 or less life cards, your opponent cannot activate blocker when your leader attacks during this turn. So yeah, very powerful. Like it just shuts down blocker. And then counter, your leader gains plus 3,000 power during this battle. So yeah, very, very strong event as well. So yeah, that is the deck list. And then here are the packs that you're going to be using. So the premium booster and then the carrying on his will set. So I will be reading the deck breakdown. Deck breakdown. Early game. OP13 Porcus D Ace has Dawn ×1 effect that allows you to draw 1 card when you take damage or when one of your characters with 6,000 base power or more is KO'd. Start playing cards like OP13 Monkey D Garp and OP13 Otama to gather characters with 6,000 or more base power. If you have 3 or less life cards, which you are with the Ace Leader ability, OP13 Otama allows you to draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. Thanks to your leader, who starts off with 3 life, like I said, you can make use of OP13 Otama right from the early game. One of the ways to activate the Dawn ×1 effect of OP13 Porcus D Ace is when you take damage from your opponent. Ideally, you should take damage when your leader is given a Dawn card. If you cannot give a Dawn card to your leader, use the on your opponent's attack effect from OP13 Porcus D Ace to weaken your opponent's attack. Mid-game. Make sure you continuously give your leader Dawn cards to be able to draw cards with its effect OP13 Yamato and OP13 Porcus D Ace have powerful on-play effects that allow you to draw cards and remove your opponent's threats while also giving your leader Dawn cards. This lets you play characters while also giving your leader Dawn cards, allowing you to press the attack without depleting your hand. Combining Premium Booster 2 Marco with your leader's effect to bring out its power even further. Because it has an on-KO effect that draws 2 cards, activating it at the same time as your leader effect will allow you to draw 3 cards at once. It's a powerful card that stops your opponent's attack with blocker while also refilling your hand. End game. Play out powerful blocker cards in the late game. OP13 Edward Newgate is a massive blocker with 12,000 power, with a powerful finisher that can also support your offense. Its on-play effect allows you to improve your hand while also giving your leader and one of your characters up to 2 Dawn cards each. That is powerful. With Premium Booster Marco plays a crucial role in the late game as well. By playing Marco while leaving some Dawn cards active, you can use a counter event from the card you draw from its on-KO effect, use your powerful blocker cards, and a large number of cards in your hand to completely shut down your opponent's attacks. Use the counter on OP13. If I bow down to power, what's the point in living? If necessary, but in the late game, go on the offense using its main effect. If you have 1 or less life cards, its main effect can stop your opponent from activating blocker when your leader attacks. When you have reduced your opponent's life cards to 0, use this card to break through their defenses with an unexpected, unblockable attack. So, yeah, very, very powerful deck. I can see why this is one of the top decks right now. Being able to draw cards, having really, really strong blockers like Edward Newgate with that 12,000 blocker, that's very powerful. Holding up a bunch of Dawn cards to your ace leader, swing really hard. The event card says no to your opponent's blockers. Yeah, I can see why this deck is definitely one of the top decks right now. Very powerful. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. So, yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane!